Hold up, Nigeria, there's a massive shakeup in the oil sector that's got everyone buzzing. President Bola Tinubu just sacked the entire NNPCL board, including its big boss Mele Kyari, in a midnight move that's raising eyebrows. Is this a game changer for Nigeria's oil industry, or is there more to the story? Stay tuned, because we're breaking it all down in this video. You won't want to miss this. Welcome back to Chosen Media and TV, your #1 spot for the latest news and updates. And today we're diving into a trending story that's making waves across Nigeria. On April 2, 2025, at the crack of dawn, President Bola Tinubu dropped a bombshell. He's dissolved the board of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, or NNPCL, effective immediately. That means the group chief executive officer, Mele Kyari, and chairman, Pius Akanyelor, are out of the picture, along with the rest of the board. Stepping into the spotlight as the new GCEO is Bashir Ojulari, a seasoned engineer who previously served as the managing director of Shell Nigeria Exploration and Production Company. He's got big shoes to fill, especially with NNPCL at a crossroads. The new non-executive chairman is Amadu Kida Musa, a former basketballer and the president of the Nigerian Basketball Federation Board, definitely an interesting pick. The revamped board also includes regional heavyweights like Bello Rabiu from the northwest, Yusuf Usman from the northeast, Babs Omotowa from the north-central, Austin Avuru from the south-south, David Ige from the southwest, and Henry Obi from the southeast, ensuring representation across Nigeria's geopolitical zones. According to the presidency, this shakeup is all about boosting efficiency, restoring investor confidence, and making NNPCL more commercially viable. They even gave a nod to the outgoing board for their efforts in reviving the Port Harcourt and Warri refineries, which recently started producing petroleum products again after years of being offline. But let's be real, there's more to this story than meets the eye. On X, Nigerians are buzzing with theories. Some say Kyari's exit might be tied to allegations of naira trade manipulation in the oil sector, which could have driven up fuel prices and hit everyday Nigerians hard. Others are questioning the timing. Why announce this at midnight? We'll dig deeper in just a moment. Let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. NNPCL has been under intense scrutiny lately, and this move might be a sign of bigger changes on the horizon. Just last week, reports came out that NNPCL was in the final stages of preparing for an initial public offering, an IPO that's been delayed since the 2021 oil law mandated a listing within 6 months. An IPO could bring in billions in investment, but it also puts pressure on NNPCL to clean up its act and show the world it's ready to compete on a global stage. Could this leadership change be Tinubu's way of signaling that Nigeria is serious about reform? But that's not all. The oil sector has been a roller coaster lately. You might remember the naira for crude deal with Dangote refinery, which was supposed to stabilize fuel prices by allowing the refinery to buy crude oil in naira instead of dollars. It sounded like a win-win, but just a few weeks ago, that deal fell apart. Dangote refinery halted sales of petroleum products in naira, and experts warned that this could lead to higher fuel prices and even more pressure on the naira, which is already struggling. With fuel prices directly affecting the cost of living, this is a big deal for millions of Nigerians. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, public sentiment. On X, reactions are mixed. Some Nigerians are calling this a bold move by Tinubu to tackle inefficiency at NNPCL, while others are skeptical. One user pointed out that replacing Kyari with Bashir Ojulari, a Yoruba appointee, might hint at regional politics at play. Another user speculated that Kyari's removal could be linked to deeper issues, like the mismanagement of crude oil sales or even the failure of our refineries in the past. And let's not forget, Tinubu has been shaking things up in the oil sector since 2023, with reforms aimed at boosting local content and economic growth. Just last month, he appointed new members to the Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board to strengthen the industry. But with a crisis brewing in the Niger Delta, where pipeline vandalism has led to a state of emergency in Rivers State, some are questioning whether these reforms are enough, or if they're even the right move. What do you think? Is Tinubu on the right track, or is this just more political theater? Let me know in the comments. That's all for today's deep dive, but the story is far from over. If you found this video helpful, give it a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. What's next for NNPCL? And how will this shakeup impact fuel prices and the cost of living in Nigeria? We'll be keeping a close eye on this story, so stay tuned for more. Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you think this new board can turn things around? And if you want to stay informed on the latest news, check out our playlist for more updates from Nigeria and beyond.